Greetings, fair earthlings. I am Smelly B, and I'd like to welcome you either to or back to my channel where the topic of conversation is all fragrance all the goddamn time. Leading with a bit of housekeeping, let me declare that I am not an expert. I am not claiming to be, nor am I training to be. I am offering my opinions as a consumer, okay, from a very, very base level of opinion, knowledge, know-how, and all of that. So I am very much coachable, very much open to feedback and correction, or the advice, a little steering if need be. Teach me what you know. I'm completely open to it. I am here for the community. Okay, that out of the way. Now get into what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk about a fragrance that is near and dear to my heart that I never see anybody mention. It does not come from like a mass designer or one of the popular niche houses. It's just something I stumbled upon in my travels that I've stuck with. I really enjoy it, and I figured it's worth putting it out there in case one of y'all come across it, and perhaps you'll fall in love with it too. So I used to travel back and forth to New York a lot. I'm a DC girl, but I used to go bounce back and forth because I had a homie that used to live in Brooklyn. So I like to, of course, stop in all the little shops and boutiques and shit like that we don't have here because we're not, uh, um, 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 up for that kind of thing. Um, I stumbled upon this place called Sabon. It's spelled Sabon. Forgive if I'm mispronouncing that. Sabon is the name of the little shop. I know they have several locations throughout New York. I don't know where else they have retail locations. They do have a website that you can order from. So let me say that. I used to get from there this musk called Zohar that I adored like a sunny day. I adored it. It was beautiful. It was extremely unique. I fell in love with it, and of course, as soon as I got it good and worked into my daily routine, they discontinued it. And I only found out they discontinued it on one of my trips there where I went gunning for the store because I was like, I'm about to buy all these joints up because I'm not here often. I went there, money ready. Sure, let me at them. Let me at them. And they were all gone. They had discontinued it. So me and my disappointment looked around trying to find something to settle for. And that's how I came across the fragrance, long story short, that I'm going to show y'all today. So what I settled for is a fragrance called, come on camera, you want focus? Patchouli Lavendar Vanilla by Sabon. And this particular fragrance from them was launched in 2019. It is quite light. It's meant to be a layering fragrance, as I believe all of theirs are. That's sort of their whole shtick, their whole deal. All these wonderful fragrances with essential oils and all this stuff. It's sort of every fragrance profile. So if you like them sweet, they got that. If you like them fresh, if you like them herbal or musky or patchouli heavy, like the way I do, they have something for every palate, I feel. And they're really, really beautiful fragrances, very well crafted if you ask me. This particular one is lavender in the top, patchouli lavender, and amber, I believe, in the mid, and then in the base you have vanilla and labdanum. This is beautiful to me. Let me say, love patchouli. I know patchouli is one of those things. A lot of people feel like patchouli smells too earthy and too dirty and too this and too that. And it does, but I appreciate those things about patchouli. I like a good old earthy, harsh and sharp patchouli. This ain't that though. This patchouli is so nicely blended into this. It comes across, it got that sort of chocolatey vibe going to it, but it's coupled with a very powdery, soft lavender, and then it's got the sweetness of the amber and the whole creaminess of the vanilla thing going on. It puts this nice little pillowy blanket of just, it's soft. There's such a softness about how this patchouli is delivered to me. It works well for day to day. It was my signature over summertime. And it would be even now if I just have so many fragrances that I don't have to wear it all the time. But I wore this in a layering trio that was just my jam in the warmer weather. It was this, Pure Grace by Philosophy, and I wish my brain would give me the third element. I can't remember what the third thing was. I would put in that whole in my little mix, but it was my go-to. It was all the just tackle me, asking me, "What do you have on? You smell so good. Oh my goodness, you smell good. What is that? You smell so good." This stuff is wonderful. It really, really is great. Um, it's not beast mode or anything of that sort. It's really, really close to you. It's right next to you. It's all yours. So you really have to be in close proximity to people for them to get it. You know, get the full girth of this thing. Um, I really enjoy this. I don't like to share, so I was actually hesitant to make a review on it just because I haven't seen many people talking about it. I kind of want to keep it like that. I kind of just want to have them all, so I'm afraid of not being able to find them. I know people that are local to that particular store, to those stores, are quite familiar with it because it's becoming hard to get going in store. At least certain ones, because they make the EDT, which this is, also oils, lotions, and all of this sort of body care products to match in the same scent, and they're becoming more and more scarce in that store where the shelves are just stocked with all the other ones. So I know this one's something special. It's not just me that feels that way. I know the type of person, I'll be in love with stuff and other people are like, pew wee. But this is one of the ones that I know it's not just me. Just based on the fact that it's becoming harder and harder to find. I do encourage you to, if you are in New York or any of the other locations, I cannot name them, where this particular store is, and you come across it, stop by, take a sniff, let me know what you think. Come back and tell me how you feel about it. If you are already familiar, come back and tell me how you feel about it. Do you wear this? Do you layer it? How do you try to screw yours to make it suit you, to make it unique to you? This is one of my favorite things. I really, really, really enjoy this little fragrance, and it's not super expensive. I forget what it retails for. I'll look it up and put it in the description. Is there anything else? I think that's it. It's been simple. It's simple this time. Check it out if you come across it. Patchouli Lavendar Vanilla by Sabon. It's an EDT. I forget what the melody is. What's the mils on here? Does it say? It doesn't. I don't know how many mls this is. But it's lasting me some time. Again, early in the pandemic, I got this. And I've used it quite a bit. And I will buy it again and again after that. Okay? So, that's all. That's all for today. I do hope you all are well. Till next time. Deuces.